Energy is a one-way street. Unlike water or carbon, it doesn't cycle. It flows through an ecosystem, starting with the sun, and once it's used, it's gone, mostly as heat. Let's follow this golden thread of energy on its journey. Picture a meadow with 10,000 units of solar energy captured by the grass. This grass is the producer, the foundation. A cricket comes along and eats the grass, but it only stores about 10% of that energy, 1,000 units. The other 90% was used by the grass to grow or was lost as heat. Next, a mouse eats the cricket, gaining just 100 units. Finally, a hawk swoops down and eats the mouse, receiving a mere 10 units of the original 10,000. This is the 10% rule, nature's brutal law of diminishing returns. It's why food chains rarely have more than 4 or 5 levels. There simply isn't enough energy left at the top to support another layer of predators. The pyramid of life gets incredibly narrow, incredibly fast. But there's a dark mirror to this process. While energy is lost climbing the pyramid, some things become concentrated. Imagine a tiny speck of a non-biodegradable toxin like mercury in the soil. The grass absorbs it. The cricket eats many blades of grass, concentrating the toxin. The mouse eats hundreds of crickets, and the hawk eats dozens of mice. This is called biological magnification. The hawk at the apex doesn't just get a sliver of energy, it gets a massive, accumulated dose of poison. The very structure that feeds the top predator also makes it the most vulnerable to our pollution. The king of the food web becomes the system's final repository for its most persistent dangers.